I'm back with another one. Atlanta. All right. Doing Atlanta. Season 3, episode 10. Tarrare. I guess that's how you title it. I'm not sure. Season finale. Right? Season finale. Yo, Tyrell was a real person. Wow. They gotta stop biting these better shows though. Yeah, I don't know none of the descriptions of the show. That's just how they went this season. I guess they were quotes from the episode. I don't know. Yeah. So episode 10, it followed Van, which is Ern's baby mama. It followed her, and it was one of those episodes where you just go on a she just went on a crazy adventure. And I think to sum it up, it just was basically a show about mental health. If you notice her character earlier in the season, she took the trip out, a spontaneous trip out to Europe to just really, it looks like she had a lot on her mind and just a lot was going on in her life back in Atlanta. So she took that trip to kind of just reconnect with herself, or maybe just push the reset button because she was just being overwhelmed as a single mother, I guess. So really, to me, the episode, you can just see that the episode was really just about her mental health. Her going through that process of going into an alter ego or becoming a different person. It really was like a cleansing and a reset of herself, just giving herself a chance to purify herself and reset herself to get through her crisis that she was going through. Also, I looked at it as maybe like, sometimes we go through in our lives and we don't like how our lives are or what's going on in our lives. So sometimes we just wish we could have maybe one day to just be another person or just step outside of your own life and the problems you have and just assume a whole different identity and just be somebody else for a moment. So that's kind of what I saw basically the whole episode was about. But it definitely was an episode about mental health. My thing that I really thought was that I liked, my favorite scene was the scene in the museum where she had that stale piece of bread and she beat that dude's butt. She beat that dude's behind with that stale piece of bread, and then his mouth was all bloody. Credit to that actor, that dude. The expressions on his face when he was sitting there with that bloody mouth and that bread by his mouth after just getting his ass beat with a piece of bread. He was looking like, and credit to him, that was the best scene of the show where she beat him with a stale piece of bread, beat him like he stole something. That was my favorite scene of the show. Man, oh, that was hilarious. Hilarious. I loved it. And probably my least favorite scene was the cameo with the guy from True Blood. That probably was my least favorite scene. It was just out of place and it seemed forced to just put him into the episode where the guy from True Blood, whatever his name is, it seemed forced, and it's like, what's the purpose of that? Like, it's just out of place. It reminds me of when they forced Liam Neeson in a couple of episodes ago with Paperboy, where they forced Liam Neeson in, and that was out of place. And it's like, I guess, I don't know, a big name actor, they forced it. It wasn't needed. If you're gonna force somebody in, hell, you force some. This is a black show, right? For force it in with some a person act somebody famous that black people care about, like Samuel L. Jackson, he might be too busy, but Spike Lee ain't doing nothing. Hell, get Spike Lee to come in there and do a cameo. He making commercial. He making Nike commercials as Gnarls Barkley. He ain't doing nothing. But yeah, that would be my least favorite. Um, At the purpose of the hands, why they were serving people hands, I don't know. It's probably some cryptic message that the writers were trying to tell us, and I ain't even look it up. So somebody, you guys smarter than me, help. Let me know in the comments, why were they, what was the whole meaning behind them frying up people hand and serving hands? What was that all about? And another thing, at the very end, where they had, when Van's character Donald Glover, when the post credit scene where he receives this package from the airlines or whatever. I mean, received this baggage from the airlines, and it has a picture of this white guy in it. From my understanding, I think that white guy in the picture in the family photo played like two other previous characters in previous episodes. He was the white guy in the very first episode that got killed. That was a ghost on the boat. What was that about? Please in the comments, you smarter people, tell me what that about. 'Cause I want finna look it up. I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to say or whatever. But what's next in predictions? Well, I think this season is the second to last season, and I think the next season, season 4, will be the final season of Atlanta. This season here was I don't know. This season was all over the place. And if I look at this season, I'm looking back at the episodes. Out of the 10 episodes, this season was hit and miss. I say out of the 10 episodes, I say maybe 3 of the episodes I thought were just really good episodes. That'll be the first episode where the little boy got away. It was based off a true story, but this story, the little boy got the little black kids got away. I like that. So I say episode 1 with that one. Episode, what episode is that? Where the that's episode 6 with the fashion. I mean, episode 6 where they made fun of the social justice warriors, the fake social justice warriors. Episode 9, Rich Wigger, Poor Wigger with Kevin Samuels. That was good. So I say about 3 out of 10 episodes. That's what I say. You know, I say probably 3 of the 10 episodes where the, oh yeah, 3 of the 10 episodes is where they really did a good job. And and while I'm thinking about it, who was that girl in episode 10 that played the girl that supposed to pee on the guy? That fine woman there. Where is she from? Is she an Instagram model, or is she an actress or something? I never seen her before. That girl was fine, wasn't she? That girl was fine. She was the star of the episode, if you know what I mean. She was fine. Straight dime piece action, boys and girls. She was fine now. We got to give it to her. She was fine, if you know what I mean. Well, yeah, this whole season was hit and miss. And I tell you what, man. In the last season, from my understanding, the last season is already filmed. So I'm thinking, in the last season, it's already been filmed. So um, hopefully this last season they took it back to Atlanta and they filmed it, and hopefully they just told us a story. I don't know. I know that all the actors on the show are so busy with their big time Marvel movies and stuff, and all their Disney movies. Are the writers busy too? Because it's obvious to me the writers, they just didn't really take our time to tell a story. So half of the season they just jumped on the bandwagon of social justice issues, and I think they missed on a lot of that. They missed on a lot of those episodes. They missed the mark, and I think the writers are they're geniuses. They're comedic geniuses. So there's nothing wrong with just telling a story. Just tell us a story. Stick to the formula of season 1 and 2. Just tell us a story with Paperboy, Van, uh, the Donald Glover character, Earn, and the guy that's That's kind of, the special guy. What's it? I don't know his name, but he plays that good, man. But just stick to that. And because they're comedic geniuses, just give us that in the last season. That's all I ask. Just give us a good comedic story, a good story with some comedy on the side around Atlanta. If you're gonna make some celebrity cameos, don't be putting them white folks in there that don't nobody care about, like Liam Neeson, those B list, C list celebrities that the white people don't even care about no more. That's why you put them on the black show, right? Liam Neeson and the guy from True Blood, whatever his name is. Don't put them in there. You in Atlanta, Tyler Perry, you can't get him away for a couple of hours and let him do a cameo. Hell, Big Boy from Outkast, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing but breeding some pit bulls. Big Boy ain't doing nothing, and all them damn Big Boy and Outkast, get them in there. All them Atlanta celebrities, Atlanta icons they got around. Jermaine Dupri, what Jermaine Dupri doing? He ain't doing nothing but collecting a so-so death check, a couple of producing checks. Get him on there. Bow Wow still live around there. Get Bow Wow in there. You know he ain't doing nothing but stunting on the internet. Get some of them folks in there. Waka Flocka Flame. Get it, Waka Flocka Flame mama. Get his mama in there. Stevie J still live around there. Get somebody. All them Atlanta folks that got around there. You getting Liam Neeson and the white guy from True Blood. Come on, man. So if you're gonna do some celebrity cameo, get some black people that get some people that black people care about. Okay. Don't get them folks. That's one suggestion for season 4. But it looks like we're going to see a good ending to a good show. We're going to hopefully want to see some revolution. I'm rooting for Earn, and I'm rooting for Black Love. That's right. I'm predicting Earn and Van get back together and raise that beautiful little girl. That's what I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Black Love. And Paperboy, it's whatever with Paperboy and the other guy named the special guy. Put him on a spaceship or something. He should get selected to get on one of these Jeff Bezos launches. Okay, he should get selected by Jeff Bezos to go see the moon. That'll be good for the slow guy on the end there. And then Earn, hopefully he's going to start. It looks like Earn is going to start a management business. Because if you saw on that episode where he was at the house of the rich guy, they were at that party. He was talking to an investor on this little black guy that does this terrible art. He was talking about managing that guy. So it looks like maybe Earn can go into management in the managing celebrity and start him a management firm. And hopefully he can bring on Van, his baby mama, and she can work for the firm in some type of capacity. And there she can get some fulfillment in her life. So she won't have to be taking no trips to Europe and acting like she's a French woman, kissing up with, sleeping with the chef, sleeping with the famous guy from True Blood, I can't remember his name, and beating people with stale bread. Okay, hopefully that's what we can see. And hopefully Paperboy can get him some real friends. Okay, get him some real friends. So won't no white boys on the trip be lying to him and stealing his phone behind his back. Okay. That's what we want to see next season, writers of Atlanta. Take it back to Atlanta. Give us that. We don't need half of the season with these special social justice bandwagon episodes. That's what YouTube, that's what Twitter, that's what social media is about. We got enough people that's in that struggle for real and they're serious about it. We don't need all them in-depth shows. And we don't need you being all in-depth, but we got to go Google the episode and figure out why you frying people's hands. Okay? We don't need that. We don't need all that in-depth symbolism stuff. Just tell us what it is. You ain't got to hide it like that. Just tell a good story, man, and put some comedy in it, man. Everybody want to be deep nowadays, and you ain't that deep. Okay, just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. And the paperboy, those are hopefully that's what we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see everybody go on and go on and have a good ending to their story. I appreciate you. If you've been watching this far, you a real one, man. I appreciate you. Hey, like, subscribe, comment. I'm telling you, this cousin Corey channel, I might not give it a different name. Who knows? But this cousin Corey channel is gonna go. We're gonna have a lot of good content on here. We're gonna have a lot of good content. I appreciate you. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and until next time, see ya. Cut.